Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the changing social media order in present times. As we all know that 2022 has just passed away and 2023 has started, and with it the new social media order is in news. We started with 2G followed by 3G and now we are running on 4G. And recently, very recently, the 5G services has also arrived in our country and has also been unveiled. So we need to see that what are the new social media orders that are coming up. So let us first see the timeline of the video. So first we'll be looking at the news, then what is artificial intelligence, then about the metaverse, and what are the challenges for metaverse and what are its applications. In the end, the way forward for metaverse. Then the prelims MCQ and a mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is Science and Technology. See, this is important because already the UPSC has asked a previous year question on the augmented and virtual reality. So the topic of metaverse is in news, and we have seen that UPSC is fond of asking the recent updates from the science and technology sector. So it becomes important for you to know about metaverse and what are its applications and challenges. So before seeing the news, there is a good news for everyone that Drishti IAS has come up with 50% discount on all online pen drive courses and its test series. And this will be available on the Drishti Learning app, and the 50% discount is available from 1st of Jan to 6th of January 2023. So whoever wants to avail the offer can go on the Drishti Learning app or can also call on this number. So let's get started and see the news. And the news has been taken from the Indian Express, and it says a new social media, metaverse, and more artificial intelligence, that is AI. So what does this headline tells us? This tells us that we are talking about the evolving nature of the social media, and now that the 5G services has also been unveiled. So what does the unveiling of the 5G services actually tells us? This tells us that we are coming closer and closer to the artificial intelligence. And as more and more advancement would come, we will be reaching more towards the artificial intelligence and ultimately towards the topic of metaverse. So what has happened is 2023 will certainly see the first public entry of a lot of new platforms. And what are these new platforms? These new platforms will be related to artificial intelligence and metaverse. As the scientists and the data developers and all the developers around the world are trying to develop a metaverse which talks about the virtual reality and the actual reality getting together, and we can just skip from the reality and go into the virtual world and experience the unexpected. And then especially those in the metaverse and those learning on artificial intelligence. So this tells us that the coming age or the coming time is all about artificial intelligence and metaverse. And now also we are seeing changing trends on social media. That is, if you imagine that the services of 5G has already been unveiled, then the speed at which we will be seeing things and the bandwidth on which the things would be running, so that is improving with each passing year. So, and with this improvement, we are also coming close to artificial intelligence and metaverse. So earlier there was 4G, now there is 5G, and we have already taken a very good stand on artificial intelligence and are working towards it. And then the topic of metaverse is in news and has been in news, that the scientists are working towards achieving more and more relevant information about the metaverse, so that the topic of metaverse can be seen or can be experienced in day-to-day life very often. Now let us talk about artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? See, artificial intelligence is something that whatever a human does, we tend to teach the robot the same thing, that whatever the human is doing, instead of the human on that place, a robot can do the same things. So that is what artificial intelligence is. So imagine if this is a human, so whatever the human will do on the given pace or the given phase of time, or the work, or whatever the reactions the human will give, then we will try that the robot will also give or also do the exact same thing, so that what we can say is that the work of the human can be done by the robot. So this is a technology in which the robot or the robot or the technology has so much advanced that it can predict, or it can actually do what the real human would do. So recently we have seen that the Chat GPT has been unveiled in the segment of artificial intelligence, and this Chat GPT has taken the artificial intelligence topic way forward, because this Chat GPT is a product which is very advanced. It is thought that it is very advanced as compared to all the other products or robots that has been made, because this Chat GPT is actually giving the reactions of humans in the exact way, and this has been like tested for a long period of time and is actually giving the reactions which the normal human would do, or whatever the normal human in the day-to-day life can do. So this is what the Chat GPT has been able to achieve. So this has considered to be a very successful model. So Chat GPT has shown the world that conversational artificial intelligence is an idea whose time has come. Now conversational artificial intelligence means, see, imagine if there is you and there is me and we are talking to each other. So that is like a conversation which is going on between two people. Now earlier what was thought, that artificial intelligence will not be able to do what the normal humans do with one-to-one conversation with each other and the reactions that they give. But with Chat GPT, this conversational idea or the conversational approach of humans has also been achieved. And a lot of conversations we are already having are with AI bots. So already the artificial intelligence robots or bots are so much in news and so much in market also. We also know that there was this Vyomitra robo which went on Gaganyaan, and this robo was in the capsule also. So you can think that artificial intelligence has actually evolved so much, and this Chat GPT is the most recent and one of the most successful examples of artificial intelligence. Now let's talk about the metaverse, which is the ultimate thing in the social media, or which is the ultimate destination where the scientists and all the social media enthusiasts are looking towards. So let's talk about metaverse. So this word metaverse has been is a combination of two words. Then first is meta and second is verse. So the word meta means beyond or beyond, and the word verse, VERSE, has come from universe. So see, if you will break universe, then this will break into U and I, then the other half would be VERSE. So metaverse has been a combination of meta, which means beyond, and verse has come from universe. So something which is beyond universe. That is what metaverse means, that something which is beyond the universe, something which is beyond the actual reality. Then the metaverse can be an example of extended reality. So what is reality? See, reality is I am speaking and you people are listening and we are having a conversation. So this is the reality. But what does metaverse will do, or what does metaverse will think? So metaverse means that beyond reality. This won't be like me, I am speaking and you are watching. This will be like I am speaking and you people are sitting in front of me and experiencing it in the actual class format. So this is what the metaverse will tell you, or because this metaverse will take you away from the actual reality and will give you the extended reality, the feature of going beyond the reality and experiencing something which is in the virtual format. It is a combination of augmented, virtual and mixed reality. See, virtual reality is completely shutting off the reality and snapping away from the reality. And augmented reality means you are using some of the gadgets like your smartphone or your personal computer or the virtual glasses that you people have and are using it to experience the virtual reality. And mixed reality is a mix of both. So this metaverse is a combination of all these things. Then this also provide an immersive multi-user experience for anyone accessing it around the globe. See, I'll give you an example. So what does metaverse in a very simple language means? Okay, I'm speaking here, but you people are listening to me or are waiting for the videos to come online. But if you and me would be in the phase of metaverse, then what will happen is, instead of waiting for the video, what will happen is you people will experience something that you are actually sitting in the class. I am speaking and you people are sitting in front of me. That is what the concept of metaverse means. And one more example you can actually think of is like the FIFA World Cup has just concluded. So what will happen, like imagine the FIFA World Cup took place in Qatar, but you people are sitting in India. So what will happen, if you people want to see the FIFA World Cup live, but you cannot go to Qatar because there is a lot of distance and you will have to even pay for the flight tickets and have to stay there. So what will happen is, if in the concept of metaverse, you people do not have to go to Qatar to watch the FIFA World Cup. You will be sitting at your home and you will be able to experience the FIFA World Cup in the virtual format. The live FIFA World Cup you will be able to see in the virtual format. Either if it will be through virtual reality, then you will be totally cut off from the reality and then will only be seeing the virtual reality. While in the form of augmented reality, what you will be doing is either you will be using your smartphone or your laptops, or you would be using the 3D glasses or the 4D glasses or the augmented reality glasses to experience the FIFA World Cup which is going on in Qatar, but you are sitting in India, but is able to experience the FIFA World Cup live. So this is what is the concept of metaverse, that you are going beyond the reality. You are experiencing something which is virtual, which is not in real, but you are able to experience it. So that is all what is the concept of metaverse. And metaverse has been considered to be actually at present the ultimate form of social media, or the ultimate form after the artificial intelligence. Then what are the challenges for metaverse? So if metaverse is something great and some very advanced technology, then advanced technologies also have their challenges. So first and foremost is the infrastructure. So if we want to develop a condition called metaverse in reality, then what do we need? We need a lot of scientific advancement. We need the research and development units. We need the softwares, the hardwares, the internet with very high bandwidth, and all these comes with great capital. So this is the infrastructure part is a challenge with the metaverse. Then comes the regulatory issue. See, metaverse require very specialized courses and very specialized individuals who have the specialization in particular science field. So with this, the regulatory issues will arise. Like metaverse will engage users from various domains at various levels all over the world. So when the people from various domains will come together, that will need a regulatory issue so that no one does something which is illegal or goes out of the window. Then comes data privacy and security. Now because the metaverse is such a advanced technique, imagine that if a person gets to know about the thing that how metaverse work, and the person does not has the ethics or the authenticity or the credibility, then the person can also misuse the advancement, the technical advancement or the scientific advancement, or the person can also misuse his or her knowledge for bad things, for achieving bad goals, for achieving illegal things, for achieving evil intentions. Then and now also the cyber security and the cyber crimes has also increased so much that the spyware and the malware attacks are increasing with time. So with metaverse becomes data privacy and security a challenge, because if metaverse is a reality and metaverse becomes a reality in the coming times, then we also need a very advanced grievance redressal system also. Then comes digital literacy. If we want to use something which is very advanced technology, then we also need to have the literacy, so that we can actually understand that how the new technology works, and we can actually become used to it and do not mislead anyone and do not actually do something which is harmful for anyone. Then comes identity fraud. There is a huge possibility of forgery of facial features, footage and voice. Imagine that someone is stalking you over this, someone is recording your voice over this, and then someone also has saved your photograph or your features. Then the person can also misuse all these things. So the challenges for metaverse are many, and these challenges are problematic because of data privacy and security issue, because this is a very serious issue, because privacy is also a fundamental right now, and then the identity fraud feature also is a very big challenge. Now next comes, what are the applications of metaverse? When our technology is so advanced, then there is not only changes, there are huge application features also available with the advancement. First and foremost being the e-commerce. So the metaverse can bridge the gap between the physical and virtual world, hence merging online and offline into one. The important word here is merging. So imagine what you do now is you go to a mall or you go to a shop and then try out all your outfits, and then you choose one of it and then you buy it. So imagine there is a feature where you are sitting at your home, and just because of the metaverse feature, you are able to experience all the outlets and whatever the outfits you want to try sitting at your home only, and then you choose everything, you try out everything, and whatever you like is what you are buying. So this will become very easy. The process will be very easy, so you do not have to go out. So this is like merging the online and the offline commerce into one. Then comes the skill enhancement. So metaverse can play a key role in skill enhancement in a remote manner due to its scope of developing new experiential learning scenarios. So skill enhancement will take place because sitting at your home, through the technique of metaverse, you will be able to learn whatever skill you want to learn. Because nowadays what is having problem is, for learning any skill you need to go out, and then if the person is not able to reach the place, the person will not be able to learn the skill. So imagine there is a technology through which sitting at your home you will be able to experience and learn all the techniques or all the skills which you want to learn. Then comes the point of virtual tourism. With the 360-degree virtual tour, the viewers can not only watch the location recorded but also be present digitally in the desired location with realistic effects. Virtual tourism means everyone wants to roam around, or everyone wants to, or everyone likes to see new places. But the problem with seeing new places is, nowadays people do not have the time to go or the pocket to go wherever they desire to go. So with the technique of metaverse, what you can do is you can digitally experience all the locations or all the wherever you want to go for vacations. You can actually experience every single location digitally or virtually. Then comes the topic of education and learning. So as I've told you that you do not have to go out sitting at your home digitally or virtually, you will be able to see whatever you want to see. So imagine about the people who do not able to get the education and are not able to get the new focus or the new learnings or the new skill enhancement. So sitting at home virtually or digitally, they will be able to do all these things. So this metaverse thing would be very beneficial for the people who are not able to come out of their house and can sit there and do and experience all the things virtually or digitally. And this actually tells us about a lot about the skill enhancement, the advancement in the technology, the scientific advancement that we are seeing in the today's time. Then comes what can be the way forward in the scenario of the metaverse. Reducing the digital divide. Okay, digital divide reduction is important because when you have something which is of utmost scientific advancement, then you also need to have the skills or the knowledge or the expertise to use it. But if the people of this country, like for example, imagine India is a country where 50% people are not using the smartphones till now. So the people who are not using the smartphones till now will not be able to experience this metaverse. While on the other hand, the 50% that have the smartphones, might be possible that out of those 50%, around 10 to 15% will not be able to know that how this feature of the smartphone or the laptop would work. So that is why reducing the digital divide is very important. Then policy backing. If metaverse becomes a reality with day-to-day life, then it also needed to have a policy, a clear-cut policy which has every domain very clearly specified, that what can be used, what cannot be used, what are the restrictions put on few of the things. Then it is the right time for the government to create the right policy background for its operation and leverage the metaverse for public services, because something, if public is using something for its good, then the restrictions there should be there. There should be know that if someone would mislead it or someone would misuse it, then there would be punishments also. Then policy backings become important. Then comes safe and secure metaverse ecosystem. Building a citizen friendly meta governance infrastructure will need a collaboration by experts from various disciplines. So the important word here is citizen friendly. So something should be there which citizen find it easy to use. Then comes, okay, this is augmented reality, virtual reality or mixed reality. What is the meaning of augmented reality? Virtual objects overlaid on real world environment. Real world enhanced with digital objects. And what are these digital objects? These digital objects are your smartphones. These digital objects are your laptops or your desktops through which you will be able to experience the virtual reality. Then comes the virtual reality. Fully, completely artificial environment. Full immersion in virtual environment. It means completely escaping from the reality is what virtual reality means. And the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality is that in augmented reality you do not completely and fully snap from the real world. It is that you need those objects. Then comes mixed reality. Virtual environment combined with real environment is what is mixed reality. Now it's time for the prelims MCQ, and this is a UPSC previous year question. So consider the following statements. First, in augmented reality, a stimulated environment is created and the physical world is completely shut out. Second, in virtual reality, images generated from a computer are projected onto real life objects or surroundings. Third, augmented reality allows individuals to be present in the world and improve the experience using the camera of smartphones or personal computer. We have discussed this one. Then fourth, virtual reality closes the world and transposes an individual, providing complete immersion experience. So see, this question I have given you so that you try to solve it and can actually understand what UPSC is asking nowadays. And this is not very old also. I think this question came in 2019 prelims. I exactly don't know, but I think this is 2019 prelims. So see how UPSC is asking this question and try to solve it. You will need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and the codes are 1 and 2 only, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2 and 3, 4 only. So see, analyze this question, that how things are being asked, because this is how you will also have to prepare yourself and have to brainstorm also. In the end, a mains practice question, and this is a 15 marker question, and the question says, while the technical, demographic and policy foundations for the metaverse appear to be present in India, this is one part, there remains the operational challenge of building the metaverse. This is the second part, and the important point here is operational challenge. There remains the operational challenge for building the metaverse, and the command given here is the explain. So you have to talk about all these things. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.